Hello everyone, and welcome to Merzenhammer. Today in our very special Epilogue episode, where we're going to beat you over the head with heavy-handed themes about why becoming a vampire is bad for you. Avenclad.
Look,
I don't understand.
I've been saying this the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like the complete drunk alcoholic saying, "Don't drink, kids."
Yeah. So, last time, you won. For once upon a time, were trapped within the Ava. About much of our army just fell in that instant. And what remains... Well, you're great heroes. You have an army and a dragon. It's really just a formality to mop it all up. But the victory did not come without a cost. Lost in the blood portal was the witch hunter Rosalind and Philibert and Feezy. At least to your knowledge so far, are dead. Although they're actually just slumming it in Northwain.
Oh, two of them are. Rosalind did die. Or get vamped, one of the two.
Yeah.
I don't think slumming it is a fair description for Ulthuan, but, you know.
It is when you have Philibert within half a mile of you.
But how long will that last?
Probably a while.
Existence.
No.
Here's a steadfast warrior.
Here's the thing. All you have to do to get rid of Philibert is send him up to Nagaroth. I'm pretty sure Nagaroth will take care of him.
Just send him back to
It's
the
like-
Empire, please, God.
It's like sending a gay
possible, I
boy
would-
to...
No, don't go there. If possible, I would have probably seen him on a boat, but no. Let's face it, Ulthuan is great, and there's all sorts of shiny things and pretty people.
Everyone's trying to murder me.
Yeah, well, you should stop looking like a Skaven.
Or a goblin.
Or both.
This is my natural camouflage.
A Skoblin, a Gaven. Oh, No, that's that other guy, that Manda, the Gaven.
You are perfectly disguised as a disappointment.
Oof.
Anyway.
Oof.
Anyway.
Heavy word.
And Konrad as well gave his life ensuring that both of the Once Upon a Times are trapped on the other side. And in doing so, well, I at least would like to think that will assuage some of the guilt he held for giving Karl Franz a stroke and really putting the future of the Empire into even more perilous circumstances.
He almost makes up for it. His only regret is that he only have one life to give to the Empire.
No, you gave loads of lives to the Imperium. How
Yeah,
much fate have you burned over the course of your existence?
Like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Like, you've got the most fate burned of everyone, and I don't think you even technically ended at 0 fate.
Well, it's a good thing you had those lucky charms.
Yeah.
yeah, Lucky Charms, OP.
The only thing that could save us is that we didn't discover the use earlier in
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I forgot. A Moor had also died on the island. Moving.
Well,
Yeah,
yes,
well.
also the ambassador from Britannia,
It's fine.
which, that bit is quite a lot less fine.
Wait, he was the ambassador for Bretonia? I thought he was just a random Bretonian knight.
Yeah, the Baron Polnareff was the official ambassador to the Imperial Court.
Oh, that's...
He was also a Bretonian, so at the first opportunity to go and do something heroic, stupid, and suicidal, he was on board.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously. Just, I didn't know he was the ambassador. I might have tried to save him then.
There was no saving him. He's French. He was French.
I'd save his physical body, not his soul.
I mean, if we dig enough through the mud and swamp, we might be able to find his body. Hose him off and send him back in a nice car.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could absolutely find his body. He was one of the Inner Circle champions.
Oh. That's awkward.
Yeah.
Probably the one that actually stabbed Konrad in the guard.
I knew you'd be a fucking Frenchman to do me in. I knew it.
Wee.
Well, glad to see the socio-political problems have not gone away.
I mean,
Oh no, never.
it might save a bit of face if we still send his body back and say he died a hero.
At least, send his magic lance back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if we find that, then for sure.
As a magical lady, a magical lady just walks up, yoink. And it's mine again. I have tiny pupper in lap.
Oh.
Even with those deaths, you still won. And now, it's gonna be the first day of the rest of your lives. Because... great as you are, no one gets to be the big damn hero twice. Unless their name was Karl Franz. He got to be it multiple times.
Well, yeah, and then he gets to live out the rest of his life in a stroke-addled coma. So
Yeah.
I'll take my one win and a happy life, maybe.
Well, speaking of happy lives... let's go ahead and start with one person who definitely doesn't get to have a happy life. Avenclad, you may, however, get a happy unlife. What is what marks the rest of your destiny?
Well, considering how fucking with that grand old vampire was the closest thing to achieving physical orgasm as I possibly can, I'm probably going to rather do the whole thing of staying on the island and making sure no one opens that portal again. Because fuck those guys.
'Tis a worthy goal indeed. Now, with the portal closed, you'll have to contend with sunlight and, of course, your hunger. What are you gonna be doing about those?
I'll probably have to go back on the ship and see if I can recruit people. I don't know, it'd have to be a whole thing. First there's a dragon. I really want to figure out if I can do something with finding a dragon to slay. I guess I have a lot of things on my docket.
Well, you're gonna be here forever, so...
might as well make the best of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's do a multi-step process. I figure since he's not immediately going to be a problem for quite a few years, I can go around and just hunt down the stray vampires that are left and make a name for myself that way. And then use that name to recruit people to guard the island.
Alright, that's seems reasonable, but Savin, what complications is Avenclad going to run into doing that? Because no one gets things perfect.
I mean, right after the whole vampire masquerade was unveiled in the capital, it sounds to me like he's going to have a lot of trouble just getting people to talk to him without shooting him.
Oh, you expect me to be doing this in a sociable way? No, I'm going to be the absolutely most bloodthirsty, ruthless vampire killer ever, to the point where people think I'm the bad guy.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Ah, he's Batman.
No, I'm Batman. No, I'm Punisher. I kill people.
Edgy Batman.
The only thing that vampires understand is fear, so I must rule them through ruthless fear.
Oh, you're gonna fucking rule the vampires then, alright.
Nah, I'm not gonna rule them. I hate them too much to let them live.
Alright. So, Avenclad is becoming Lord Winter. Okay.
So you're becoming like the dwarven, the vampire equivalent of a Slayer.
I don't want to fucking die twice.
Pretty much.
If we're lucky, we get
Don't
the
call
Lord
him a
Winter
Slayer, that's
ending where
very
he becomes the
confusing.
vampire Gestapo.
Yeah, the Vampire Slayer Vampire Slayer. No, that doesn't work.
I have to come up with a new elven term for elven vampire who hunts down other vampires. I guess you could call it an Avenclad.
That's the word for you now.
Well, I'm going to spread that word around. Preferably by brutally murdering vampires.
Well, there is one thing, that is, before you slip away to start your reign of terror, Prince Luitpold will make you an offer in private.
Oh.
Because of your services to him and to the Empire, if you stay, if you would be willing to stay, he can use his influence as Prince Regent of the Reichland to have you named a hero of the Empire, while you'll still have quite a bit of stigma against you. That would mean your crime of being a vampire would be pardoned, and you would be able to, not a normal life, but you would be able to live and perhaps find a better way.
Ah, Louisville, the Luster, the Lou Meister. That is a wonderful idea, but no. If anything, if I was to come along with you, you should try to spin some story about how you managed to get a vampire under your will and use him like a puppet. Because vampires shouldn't be allowed to be heroes. If you want me to work for you in secret for a little bit, so that way we can tag team and flush out all the vampires in your empire, I'm good with that.
Holy shit.
This offer is not without precedent. You see, this isn't the first time a vampire has been instrumental in saving Luitpold's life. When he was younger, vampiress named Genevieve from the Bretonnian colonies helped prevent a plot that would have ended in his assassination.
Avenclad eyes squints, he doesn't know how to take this.
And Genevieve, well, until the once upon a time's tyranny, she had been living openly, or at least semi-openly, as a noblewoman in Altdorf. Where she is now, he can't say, but she was a good vampire, and as much as such a thing can be.
Avenclad rolls to disbelieve.
Yeah, how many advances did she put in Evil Laugh? I will.
Probably quite a few.
Look, Leopold, I think what you're saying is quite possible. Maybe she was like me, had some strong feelings that kept her from going down the complete wrong path. But, to be frank, being a vampire equals abomination. The only reason why I'm not just committing suicide is because I want to make sure that humanity has the tools necessary to be able to eradicate each and every vampire from its grass and its realms as possible.
He can't force you to accept, so if you insist on refusing, that is what it is.
Don't worry. All I'm really refusing is to be hailed as a hero. I'd much rather work as a knife in the dark.
A blade in the
Besides-
dark, some might say.
Besides, you don't even want to know what they did to me in that torture room. I'm pretty sure I can take the stigma of being hated by humanity for the rest of my life. It's pretty much the way I lived before I even became a vampire.
Very well. Little bit, yeah. Avenclad will spend, at least the foreseeable future, being a fucking hyper-competent, assassin.
Hyper-competent vampire murder happy. Well, vampire. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Also, yeah, Avenclad doesn't want to be known as a good vampire, because he doesn't believe those exist.
I admire that gumption personally.
Yeah. I think... I'm going to ask Esva to go next, in the interests of Gunnar and Vaska going adjacently, on account of them being a couple.
Sure thing. Well, my end is a simple one. Honestly, I'm still alive, and I'll still end up probably dragged into shit that I don't care about.
No, Danny.
But, you know, I would like to give living a normal life a try. Hang up the bow for a little while at least, and enjoy being married.
And that will be to Herova?
Correct? No, surprise ending. It's actually Herova's evil twin. No. Indeed. She liquidated the remainder of her assets and decided we'd go try and find a nice place, start the trade up from scratch. I'll try and learn how to be not garbage at that myself. And just fucking chill out. Maybe have a kid. If she's up to it, of course.
I mean, Herova would be, eventually.
Of course. I mean, it wouldn't work straight away anyway. It just means lots of trying.
Sure, elves do have that low fertility rate. Takes a lot of work.
So much trying. Oh no, what a shame.
I suppose... Snippy, what complication are you going to throw in on Esva's life?
Well, Jesus. I mean, what complication can you throw at Esva's life?
I mean, she's an elf. I feel like that's enough.
Oh no, Herova dies tragically after all this time.
I mean, being an elf really gives you a hell of a boost. Most of the human diseases that would fuck with a human are not gonna work on them. Social stigma, well, that's obviously a thing, but she definitely knows how to deal with it. But it's nothing sort of a natural disaster or another wog is going to fucking put a dent in those plans. Or, you know, the civil war starting.
I feel like
let's throw a civil war in there, Mers.
I feel like this joke is a black man, but social stigma is plenty enough of a debuff, life debuff as it is.
Yeah. It's funny you bring up a civil war.
Oh, you wanna hang up the bell, huh?
The climate is certainly ripe for one. The excessive puritanism of the Sigmarites, the lack of institutional trust in Louis. I mean, even though you've all seen him grow much stronger, he still has that whorish reputation.
Hey, he's got a pet murder vampire now. What more do they want out of the kid?
They want... Well, the Sigmarites want him to take up vows in order to, you know, repent for sucking dick. The Ulricans are pissed because the boy being groomed to take over the Middenland was killed during the gala gone wrong. Oh, and Louis is secretly a wizard, and if that gets out, the witch hunters will want him dead.
Oh, so what you're saying is I have plenty more to kill than just vampires.
Insert Lord Winter here.
So you've gone from Gestapo to Gestapo. Or the other way.
Hey, it's not our fucking fault. Midland picked a fucking milksop as the next lead.
I mean,
Okay.
to be fair, if he can't take a fucking sucker punch,
A punch from Konrad.
Okay, change of plans, Louis. It seems I might want to be your hero vampire for a while, if only to calm down the other nations.
So, with Avenclad also taking on the role of political assassin, social stigma against elves is rising. Even if he's careful, it's going to get rumors leaking out that an elf is taking care of people who disagree with the imperial family.
Excellent.
And that means what Esva had been used to in stigma, it's getting worse. So how's she choosing to deal with that?
Wow, fuck all of these cunts. How's Kislev looking these days? I've got that friend Gunnar. Sorry, that friend Wolf. Oh, yeah, there you go. You even typed it. Yep, Kislev. That's how we deal with it then.
This is when you pull Vinland Saga.
Time to crash at Wolf's place till the heat blows over.
Yep. Hey, Wolf, turns out that everyone in the Empire thinks we're cunts, even though we were heroes who saved the whole day. And her over here. We need to have a nice wedding, and also she's a traitor.
Wait, traitor with a T or a D?
D.
No, you're the one with the D.
Money.
A.
Ha. Thump him.
I'll get the fold-out couch.
Wait, what do you mean? What are you grumbling about? You have nothing to do with it.
I'm just saying Wolf's gonna get the fucking
yes.
fold-out couch.
Once again, this is when you pull Vinland Saga and say, fuck you guys, we're gonna go find a better land.
And I would be more than glad to have you.
I mean, Fantasy England is looking pretty nice and ripe for pick.
Oh, it isn't?
And the mists have cleared from Albion. It's also, you know, full of giants. And
I want
angry
nothing to do-
lizards.
Yeah, I want nothing to do with Albion.
Yeah, I forgot Nakai's up there. Ain't? Oh god, Nakai's up there.
Yeah, I was just thinking rumors probably got out because Avenclad's probably teaching Leupold the way of the blade and magic. Leupold, blade and magic. He's got vampire magic. Oh boy.
No, that is bad.
Yeah,
Bad, bad, very bad.
I think this is the best. Is be like, you know how we can solve all of these problems, Leopold? Necromancer Wizard King.
I mean, Vaska can help with this.
Okay, maybe.
Okay, but don't tell my husband.
Okay, maybe you won't teach him the necromancy, at least not until you get real bad. But
No,
it'll
no, definitely not.
I, for one, respect our vampiric necromancer overlords.
Literally, it's just like, oh wait, did I just accidentally instate a vampire ruler while trying to? Get
I mean,
rid
look,
of all the
while
vampires?
we basically just spent all of our time preventing it, so we could put our own vampire wizard king in charge.
Look. We do not
Fuck,
need
you guys will
witch.
do it
Look,
ourselves.
We do not need Nagash 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yes,
alright?
we do.
Yeah,
no,
we
I'm
do,
sorry,
though.
Nagash 2 Imperial Boogaloo.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, we do.
Jokes aside, all right, I'll let the epilogue continue.
But yeah, I think, moving to Kislev then. Meeting up with Wolf and Amy. They are honest folk. They are people I've known a long old time, and I'm sure Herova would get a kick out of meeting the super trader whose wife is the lesbian consort of the Queen of Ice.
And speaking of Wolf, even though it was issued by the vampires, his warrant granting him a 10-year monopoly on trade with the Reichland is still valid.
Yay!
Nice!
Gonna be filthy rich.
Oh. The problem with Kislev is... The Oblast is many things, but a forest it is not. It'll take some doing to make it feel like a home for you, Esva, but...
I intend to
You've
grow a
got
pine
time.
forest. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm an elf. If I turn up here to live and there isn't a forest, I'll fucking grow one.
Give it 3 days and there's going to be houseplants everywhere.
I will put down a nice fucking pine forest.
Yeah,
Get some
Wolf will
saplings and
convince
grow
the
up
Tsarina
nice.
to let you make the Royal Woods. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
By using Amy.
And I won't, by using my royal wood, obviously.
God damn it. God damn it.
Yeah, we need to introduce you to the Tsarina, actually.
What, to get her on solids?
Yeah, we need to introduce her to the idea of getting a royal heir.
Oh my god.
The half-elven ice princess of Kislev. There you go.
That's so
No,
wrong.
like,
Half-elven
cuck my
lesbian ice
cuckoldry with
princess of
your
Kislev.
That is so wrong.
You do realize that the moment you put a woods anywhere in the old world, the trees are just going to start shitting out a beast, man, every night.
No, it's fine. It will be guarded by Welfs. I'll fucking, if I am able to, invite other Welfs who are struggling with the souped-up levels of people being really shitty. Especially if we can get any tree singers who can actually help the trees happen quicker.
You do realize there's, like, a wood elven forest in, like, Middenland?
Yeah.
Like,
But
a really
also,
well established
But
one.
also, the Midland can go fuck itself now. They are next level turbo racist, and I don't want to hide in the tiny forest. Otherwise, I'd have just stayed in Elfland, where everyone does that on the grander scale.
I think it's about the size. I think it's almost the size of Bethel Lorne.
Anyway,
Yeah, if I can get other Wells to join us then, and with a little bit of help, put together a royal forest, sing some trees up, and eventually, over time, figure out some kind of reasonably fair trade logging rights, so they just don't pull a Bretonia and immediately start a war with us. That'd be great.
alright.
Probably take like a few dozen years to get anywhere decent with it, but we have that time.
Indeed you do. And next along, Vaska and Gunnar, I would assume your futures are intertwined.
We unveil the secret divorce plan. Got him.
Yeah, pretty much, pretty much.
Yes, after a certain point, there will be a permanent thing between Vaska and, in the more popular lingo, gonna put a ring.
Yeah.
Savin keeps fucking other PCs. There's no stopping the man. Keeps getting away with it.
Alright. So, I think when the time comes for the wedding, that will be a day of more celebration than you had realized. Because that is the day that, at long last, a letter arrives for you from the Scourge of Cain Fizzy.
She lives, son of a bitch.
How is she alive? I saw her go into Blood Portal.
Apparently it wasn't.
Let me spin for you an interesting tale in the depths of a pyramid in a land unlike Nehekra all at once.
It's a pyramid.
A brief meeting with the king of the dead and the vampires, and a hurried escape with the bound tatters of blood and fey, and a little trick played at the last second at him. I write to you from the shores of high elven land, from a little fishing hut owned by my husband. There is, of course, an irritable halfling here. At some point he may make his way back to the Empire.
Are you serious?
But for now, I wish you well. Perhaps one day our stars will cross again, but I suspect it is far more like the ocean will call for me to stay at its shores. And I wish you all well, and the very best. I hope that my message does not arrive to the hands of those passed to the dead themselves. Fisi Stormshard.
Lizzie's doing well for herself. An old one.
Well, I'll be damned.
And apparently she has a midget, and is married now.
Oh yes, Fiedelbert, of course.
I was married, please.
No, that's totally true.
No, mate. Oh god, this is so stressful.
Well, that's just the mix-up forever now.
It's mixed up until someone rereads a letter and they're like, oh.
Do you ever give it to Vaska to read, or just narrate and be like, and she's great, just toss it in the fire?
No, at some point I'll give it to Vaska to read.
Hold on. I have a solution for this. Let's see. Where's my read language skill? Here we go. Alright.
Hey.
No, you idiot. That's Fiedelbert. She had a husband. Before him.
Oh.
I mean, maybe they're married now. I don't know.
Fizzy shudders somewhere.
Like,
I guess my letter did arrive to the hands of the dead. They'd better wish it.
I mean, how can you even tell?
I don't know.
Eventually, you just get a small shipment of wines, honey, and cheeses.
Nice. Fucking basket. No, there is something else with the letter. There is, and with objects to give out to the rest of those companions who live and travelled with the party, including there is one there for Konrad. A series of small blades that remind you of little pixies' wings. You can never seem to lose the damn things, but they're always there. Whenever you rummage around in your pocket looking for something sharp, or you forgot your eating knife. Hey, there's a blade in your hand. How
Very
helpful.
useful.
Hey kids, you want to see a magic trick? Empty hand, bam, knife.
I heard the
Performing
bam is you
surgery.
plunging it into them. Empty hand. Get him. But
You're in the middle of doing surgery. Why did I put that damn scalpel?
There it is.
Exactly. Why does the scalpel only make the wounds worse?
On the other
Each
hand, it
year
just seems
receives
to...
a little fey blade.
It's Fey Blade.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
the last remembrance of my little sweetlings.
No. That's sweet.
Best elf.
Pretty great
Was.
elf, yeah.
So, I need to step away very quickly and use the restroom before we get into the worse aspects of the power couple.
There's no worse aspects. Everything is fine forever.
Antichrist is coming.
Antichrist.
Well, actually, I'm gonna see if I can get the White Wizard on.
You didn't say nothing. You didn't say nothing.
Yeah, because
Do it for now.
Yeah, because we're working on one thing before I can mention it.
Oh, come on. Just let it happen, Ram. Just let it happen.
No, I cannot let it happen. I'm pretty sure my overboss would be extremely upset if I let the actual Antichrist.
Yes, so would the Emperor.
I'm sure the current Emperor wouldn't mind. He's not capable of minding.
Look, I'm pretty sure both the Emperor and the Prince Regent would be kind of upset that their Reichsmarshal kind of let an Antichrist.
Kinda. I like how you keep using kinda. It's fine. We can blame it all on the witch.
Well, honey, you gave birth to the Antichrist. I guess that's time for a witch pie.
It's gonna be fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I'm really, really tempted to start on at least cooking some food and get some lamb going nice and low and slow.
Ah, fucking lamb. Mmm.
Lump. That's what I'm after. Lump.
Womp.
Brother.
Can I borrow your lump, please? I love the text-to-speech for that whole fucking scene. Can I have your lump, please? And then she gets lamp and is the happiest mouth. Or as in a lesbian power couple, it's kind of hard to tell actually how that comic is ending, really. I like to insinuate that they became girlfriendos.
You're talking the lanternfish and the moth.
No, it's the moth girl who gets given the other girl's phone so that she has something bright to look at night.
Oh.
It's very cute.
I am back.
Okay. Oh, by the way, Merzendi, since we kind of got railroaded into the whole fizzy thing earlier, there is something I do want to take care of.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you need to take care of, actually.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna call in that favor to that really high-ranking white wizard that I told him about, and yeah, let's see if we can try to figure out the whole Vaska thing before that gets too far ahead of its discretion, if possible.
So, the really high-ranking white wizard is a Lord Vigilant.
Oh shit! Yeah, that.
Yeah, not him. No, the person we want to talk to is Luminitsa, I'm afraid.
I mean, do we really want to talk to the gypsy?
Yes! The gypsy has been our closest ally through, like, the whole last half of this campaign.
I mean, you know how I feel about the gypsy.
I don't care how you feel about the gypsy. I trust the gypsy as much as I trust you.
She saved my ass. And the princess.
Yes, and
Although
mine.
she might have been a demon, you know, it's hard to tell.
If she's a demon, she's really fucking good at disguising it.
I guess we can talk to the fucking gypsy about how we can fix this before it gets too out of.
You deal with birthing the Antichrist as getting a little bit out of hand.
I am Rem, the master of understatement.
Well, Vaska, your body, right now, it is going through a period of changes, and you may experience unusual feelings, because, you see, your magical incident, it has provoked a second puberty in you, and you are now getting ready to become a mother.
I'm what?
Yeah, I didn't follow this thing. So, if it's evil, how do we get rid of it?
That is not possible. I have not...
I think you have had someone inside you, Vaska. Just not the someone you would have expected.
What? Gunnar, I did not...
Okay, how do we kill this thing?
Use his accent.
Its coming is foretold.
Yeah, I don't believe in that shit anymore. How do we kill it?
Its survival past the day of its birth is not foretold. I recommend a pillow. Or just shaking it.
You're asking me to bring baby to term and then... What will it be when it comes out?
A smear on the bottom of the floor.
Shut up, Gunnar.
It will be what you were meant to be before the magic and your friends saved you.
So it's her concentrated badness.
But do you mean there will just be a normal boy with ice magic?
Oh, how you know what she meant.
Can a boy with ice magic really be called normal?
Vaska just crosses her arms.
Okay.
The demon that rode you left its seed in you, and it will renew until you birth its child.
Wait, you had a demon in you?
I got possessed for about a minute.
And you didn't tell me.
I was casting fucking fireballs over your head, you prick.
I was unconscious at the time.
Well, whose fault is that? I do not want to talk about. I didn't even... It was not my
So-
intent to lie. I just did not want to bring up. It seemed like water under bridge, and then the whole thing between legs happened, and yeah.
So the solution is to get rid of it when it happens.
It is the only
Clearly,
way.
you should leave it on top of a mountain. If it survives, clearly it's meant to.
The people of this land have a practice when a baby is born mutated. This is no different. Saving it is you that will have to make that choice. Or raise a child that may one day entrap the entire world in ice.
May entrap, not will. I may have entrapped the world in ice, but I did not.
Vaska,
Gunnar, this was my fate.
let me speak. Vaska, I love you. I hope you know that. I love you more than many things. Titles, power, wealth. However, darkness is darkness. And as a man, not only as a chosen of a god, if I can stop that, I have to. Once we get this past us, we can have our own child. Together. With my hair and your blue eyes.
Vaska will force a smile, but then look down and say,
It'll be
I
our
understand, Gunnar.
When the time comes, I'll take care of it. So moving on from that bit of heaviness,
There's... one other thing you especially need to take care of, Gunnar.
yes.
You have your inheritance, but... I don't think it's what you thought it would be when you set out. Well, there is, in truth, no two ways about this. Your great-grandfather's axe is a demon weapon. And that's not really something you can just hang on the wall and forget about.
Now, here's a good idea that I can call in that favor for the Magister Vilgula. The White Wizards, they take care of demonic items.
Indeed, they do.
Think I could ask him to seal this thing away where they can't hurt or harm it?
Such things, they have a habit of returning when they choose. Though we may seal it for some years, I would expect before the end of your life it will see itself stolen and return once more into the hands of a dark champion.
Then perhaps it can be destroyed or purified in some way.
You are a champion of Ulrich. Perhaps the eternal flame may burn away its wickedness. But to do that, it will not be easy, and I doubt it could be done without a great effort. It may be worse than the trials you underwent to take ownership of such an artifact.
I have faith in my God. And I have no doubts that my God's power will triumph over anything set in its path. If Middenheim is the solution, then Middenheim it will be.
All right. It will be some time before you have the ability to try that. Great Todbringer must be placated, and the Empire must calm down before you can go into what is essentially enemy territory.
I mean, I don't view it that way, but if they want to try to chase after the actual chosen of their god, then so be it.
I'm going to ask you to just roll a flat D100. Alright. The White Wizard, Oscar, spoke the truth. To overcome the evil in the axe, well, for a while it seems like you would lose yourself, because it draws you into it, and you live out the days of your great-grandfather, seeing the trials that he did, the tasks and the labors to match wits with the eldest of dragons, swords with the blood maiden of Corn.
Strength of the Shaggoth.
Though it does take everything you have. You emerge victorious, but not unchanged. You bear no physical scars, but man cannot call you Gunnar Redmane any longer. Your hair has been shocked white, and your eyes. Already they had been touched by Ulrich's power, but now they blaze, as illuminating as a lantern. And the axe broken at your feet. It is still good steel. You could reforge it, remake it with your own will, or leave it to pass from the ages.
It will be remade.
Into what? An axe again, or
Armor. It shall be remade into armor.
I see. Alright. On your return from Merzenheim to your new seat at what's the name of the castle? At Castle Groundberg. So you have changed, so has this place, and you do not find that which you had expected to. Vaska is not here, and instead it's your key, Savin.
Instead, you find a note stuck on our marriage bed. It says this: Gunnar, I love you more than anything in the world. To leave you is to tear my heart apart, and yet I know you wish to kill my child. You of all people should understand what it is like to live with such a terrible destiny hanging above you. Yet when it comes to my child, you are blind. You feel betrayed, and you see what I carry inside me is monstrous. And still I love you all the same. But I have seen this ice magic of mine spill too much blood, innocent and evil alike, to let this curse in my blood snuff out an unborn child. Call me a coward if you wish, but like you, I do not believe in destiny. I broke free of its yoke, the same as you did. I must give my child the same chance. And so I have left for Kislev. You will not find me in the tundra, while I will raise my son as I was. You will not find us. I will not see us again. And I am forever sorry. Vaska.
I, for one, welcome the new Christ.
Oh shit!
Was this the right choice? Time will tell. Faith in myself. And faith in her. My only hope is to be proven wrong. And I suppose from that point, Gunnar will simply throw himself into his work as much as possible and try to forget, even though he never will, the love that he had and lost because of a single choice. To remain strong for myself, even though I feel weak. I must be strong for the Empire, for Luitpold, for my friends left behind, and for my new people here, in my castle, in my city, my home, cold and barren as it is.
Well, it leaves only one of our core heroes. Jolka.
Yeah. Been very busy, I'm sorry. Shoot, I'm still, you know what? I think I might just, instead of going back to a Karak, I might just live in the Empire. But I think, doggo, I think I'm actually going to end up taking one of Konrad's bones.
Yes, do it.
Yeah. And when the time comes, I'm going to craft it into a weapon. Like a runic weapon.
Bone handle. Bone handle.
Bone handle or bone spike?
I don't think it'll survive being a spike. Unless, of course, you ruin it up.
Oh yeah, I was
Make
gonna
it a handle. It'll be metal as fuck.
I was gonna make it a rune weapon. Okay, Tiny Pop. You can go back to the inside.
You still have a great deal of training you need to complete before you can call yourself a,
A rune map.
yeah.
And Gunnar will offer you a forge in his territory if you want it.
That is tempting, but I think, unfortunately, I think to get my training as true, to get real training, I'm going to have to go to a Karak.
I think so, yes.
But I will carry a reminder of my dead friend, Konrad. Of my dear friend.
I think out of all of you, Jolka, it's the one that I'm going to let go without getting a twist in her path.
Oh, are you sure her ancestral home doesn't get snuck out from underneath her by a crafty goblin?
No, our poor innocent dwarf. She deserves happiness. Of anybody here, Jolka deserves happiness.
Yeah, it's true.
No. Savin.
Uh-huh.
Just real quick, go ahead and roll a D100.
Alright, what roll do I need not to just obliterate the planet?
Alright. As that was below a 60, not telling you what it was going to be for.
Oh god. Okay.
I think for a moment we'll touch on friends, foes, and those others who retired from the party. Wolf and Amy, well, they, along with their elven friends, are going to definitely make a success of things. Their position, their canniness, and their insurmountable wealth. But I think we all already knew they had come out best from this tale. In time, they'll likely have more children of their own. Snippy, Savin, how many little ones do you think they will have running around?
Oh, baby.
4.
Perfect. All of them. All we can fit in this house.
I don't think fitting in a house is really going to be something that you have to you be concerned with?
It's gonna be a big house.
It's gonna be a fucking huge house. It's gonna have walls. It's gonna be perfect.
Gonna have a little shrine in the back. Little warehouse next to it for whatever secret goods Wolf's working on. Maybe a tunnel directly to the Saurina's bedchamber.
Oh shit.
There's definitely gotta be that somewhere.
Look, I'm just imagining that he just has like the fucking armory from Boondock Saints, like somewhere in that warehouse.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like Wolf just collects shotguns for a living.
It's like, oh, so do you want snap houses? Do you want blunderbusses? We need something big. How much are you willing to pay? Yes. They just hits a button on the wall and just like out pops a fucking Hellblaster volley gun.
What are you boying?
Oh, he has that machine gun. That machine gun that Merzendi posted.
Yes, exactly. Wolf makes one of those. Or commissions one. For nobody but himself.
What the fuck is it? It's like a Hellblaster, but better.
You get it from the Konrad Charity Institution of Engineering.
Perfect.
The Conrad's engineering home for maimed and exploited children.
Aww.
Oh. But you just get the gun, it's called the Konrad. You can't fire it with your right arm.
Unfortunately, Wolf never.
It's a left-handed weapon only.
Yes, it's a left-handed crank gun.
No. Next. We'll be looking in Talabheim. There dark-skinned elves sat in a dimly lit tavern counting coins. And a little urchin will approach him. But Boss Roy, was a parcel for you. And Zit is brought over. And a message, something like, Leopold Gaius. And as he is speaking, Valrai Riva is already leaping out of his chair and running. Wolfram sends his regards.
Yes.
Then the box detonates, flinging Valrai through a window.
Oh!
If he lives, well, even as successful a crime lord he has the potential to become, he'll be spending the rest of his days dodging attempts like this, repercussions and revenge for his earlier choices.
History says
But
that.
at the same time, it's pretty much exactly where he wants to be.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
And finally, a white-haired man, blue robes, just staring up through a telescope. Benjamin Davion takes a sip from a tankard and makes a small adjustment. And in a few years, a comet that would have landed upon Bogenhafen, instead falls in the mountains, where it crushes a party of rat men, carrying a strange orb through the... it is only above ground for just a moment. The flash illuminates the night as far as Sylvania, none ever know what it was, save for Benny and the rest of the Blue Wizards. And, of course, the foul rat man, Ikit Claw, whose apocalyptic weapon it was that was thwarted.
Eat shit, Ikit. I don't believe in Skaven. I just believe in urban rat-based beastmen.
I'm glad it was the like 2-session quote unquote player character that stopped the end times.
What do you think he was doing this entire time in the background?
I'm glad he wasn't in our party, because then he might not have averted the disaster.
I can only imagine that he went to Master Wizard and then Astronomer and then just sat.
Lining up the shots. Ah.
Alright, so we account for Dragomos here, and make some adjustments for Voibst here, cast a little magic here, and 3, 2, 1, and touchdown. Good job, man, we got another one. Good job, drinks all around. Drinks on me, because I...
He does. He loves everyone, but especially you.
Good
What
old.
a fucking hero.
Like anti-masses.
My only regret is I never met him.
Same.
Yeah. So, our very final closing shot. Somewhere far away, where lands are free and men, women, witches and warlocks alike make their own destiny. See Vaska struggling in her birthing bed, and a familiar ring-covered hand just grasps hers. It's all right, girl. Breathe. Breathe. And Slumanitsa is that. So just a flash, momentarily, lightning. And in the glow, for a moment, too short for Vaska to see it, even if she wasn't so occupied. You see, for the first time, Luminit's skin is a mottled pattern of blue and pink, and her one eye and many mouths are all drawn in a smile.
I'm sure that's
Called it.
I fucking called it.
Yeah. There was no way she wasn't a demon in the end. No way at all.
Nope.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess I guess I'll get to have fun bumming around with your Antichrist son in a few years.
It's perfect.
You do realize, if I ever find out, I am sending Avenclad after him.
No, it'll be fine. Avenclad will meet him. They'll have drinks. They'll talk about how much everything sucks. Everything will be great.
Oh my God, you all deserve a comment.
And then you will kill him.
Being Demonborn is just that means he's default edgy. Are you going to have a Dante?
Yes.
Yeah. It's just like, oh hey, you're.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Oh,
But
hey,
was it
you're a demon,
Luminitza who possessed me that one time? That'd be amazing.
That's why we don't talk to gypsies.
No,
Ow.
but she did lie about when the seed was implanted. You know that time she taught you how to into sex?
Wait a minute, that happened after the fucking Death Island.
Yeah.
And the fucking womb bullshit was happening.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
well.
were given a working womb, and then she immediately banged you and gave you a kid.
It's fine. Avenclad will meet up. He'll teach him that the only way to work through his problems is through murder.
Yeah, it sounds accurate.
I mean that.
And then
that
one
works in
day,
Warhammer
and
Fantasy.
then one day something super awkward will happen if he meets his technical quote unquote. Wait, are we still married at this point? I know.
Technically.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll teach him the love of style, redcoats, and pizza.
And oh my God, am I just gonna be like the secret boss of one of his missions? Defeat
man, Gunnar.
defeat the Reichsmarschall in single combat.
Dante, I am your father. No!
Then-
Shit,
then
old
Gunnar
man.
ta-
Pew, pew, pew.
Actually, that actually sounds like the Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah,
Then Gunnar-
this actually is more of a
That
Metal
actually
Gear
is
Solid
Metal
plotline
Gear
at this
Solid.
point.
And then when the kid's laying on the ground, Gunnar takes his helmet off. Look, kid, I will let you live. Let me know where your mom is. I still really love her. And I'd love to get in her pants. Come on, help me out here.
Ah.
Look, let's not bring Metal Gear Solid into this because that means I have to be Revolver Ocelot.
You totally would be Revolver Ocelot.
Wait, if this is Metal Gear, who am I in this situation?
You're Big Boss for sure.
Yeah,
Am I Big Boss or am I Naked Snake?
They're the same person.
Are they? Oh no,
Yeah.
Boss was the chick.
Yeah, the boss was the chick.
Naked Snake is the first snake. He becomes Big Boss, and Boss was the.
And then there's Venom Snake, and then there's Solid, Liquid, and Gas Snake.
It's Liquid as Snake.
Solid
No one
Snake.
gives a
Yeah,
shit.
with Solid. Sorry, I derped. Solid.
Liquid a Snake. Fucking that Skow every morning.
Hold on, there's Liquid Snake, Liquid Ocelot, Ocelot Liquid, and then whatever the fuck he is.
This is a whole tangent we don't need to get.
Anyway, yeah.
What is that?
So yeah, is that all you got for us, Merz?
Yep, that is the end of Merzenhammer 1. I hope you guys all enjoyed it.
Fuck yeah.
No, I sure did.
Oh yeah, I
I
did.
love this campaign.
This-
This was fucking great.
This honestly was the best fun I have had in a long time on
I
tabletop.
at least hope Avenclad gets to live for many years, killing people as I've always wanted to do. I mean, as he's wanted to do.
And hopefully Gunnar will be able to live to the ripe old age of at least being able to outlive Schwarzhelm. Because whatever fitness regimen he's on, it just keeps him going. It's fantastic.
He is immortal.
I guess I'm joining up with Halo Mythic, so it's not like I'm not going to be seeing you again soon.
I'm still on the fence about that, honestly.
So,
Oh, good news! I get Sundays off.
I don't believe you.
That's because I'm getting another job in a factory.
Woohoo!
Shame you'll
Industry.
miss our vacation, but
Yeah, I'm trying to get on that that con.
I'm honestly thinking about trying to take up on that one as well, so I can meet you straight and DCO for the.
Oh shit!
Let us talk about it after
Yes.
Merz is done. in this-
Indeed. If that's all you got for us, Merz, then I will do the sign off.
Well, that's all I have for this, but before you all go, I, would like to just take a minute to talk about what's happening next.
Ooh.
Of course.
Yes.
So, as I've talked about for a bit, I'm going to be running a game using Halo Mythic. Now, I'll be giving you the full player book in a couple of weeks. But that's a couple of weeks where, you know, and certainly it'll probably be more than a couple of weeks before I start running it, so if, say, someone wanted to run a short shot or suggest a short shot to me, the slot will be available for a bit. I believe, Savin, we semi-jokingly talked before about you running Recon in the slot.
Unfortunately, I happen to be running another short shot at the moment.
Yeah.
The timelines did not converge properly for that.
God damn it.
One day.
I would have been a total American file CIA agent. Just
I'll still run it someday, just not right now.
you guys can be the assholes in the field, and I'll be the guy just standing in the back, torturing whatever Viet Cong you bring back.
Oh, there ain't gonna be nothing left of the gooks after we're done with them.
At least bring
And
back
ban
some
from
of-
Twitch.
I
At least
hope
back,
that's
at
on
least bring
Switch.
back some of them. I need something for Uncle Sam, man.
Okay, I'm going to leave now before I get banned with a knife.
Before you do, that's something we'll, you know, have plenty of time to talk about, but before that, I would like... Oh, I've got a little read aloud to set the tone and ideas of what the Halo Mythic campaign will be about, if you'll let me. Earth 2492. It has been almost 200 years since humanity first pierced the Einstein-Ruprecht barrier and began to explore the stars. For much of that time, mankind had thought itself alone in the galaxy, and so it spread, first to the other worlds of the solar system, and then to distant stars and beyond. All of that changed 2 years ago, on Contact Day. Mankind is not alone, and its neighbours are not so willing to welcome it into the void. The Zauzan Psyarchy destroyed humanity's illusion of safety. Within the space of a week, a full half of the 33 human worlds were attacked. Across these intervening years, the solar fleet has held strong, but hour by hour and inch by inch, the Psyarchic forces have drawn closer to Earth itself. Now, humanity grows desperate, and scout ships are leaving Sol chasing rumours of other races that yet withstand the Psyarchy's tyranny. The Commonwealth starship Drake is one such vessel, outfitted with cutting-edge defences and an AI program specialised in interspecies communication. The Drake and its sisters are the Solar Entente's last and best hope to form a coalition against the Psyarchy. And it is among the Drake's crew that we will find our protagonists. But even as they leave Sol space, the Zauzan forces are not far behind. The Drake has been brought to heel above an uncharted world, trapped by the Syarchy's Third Fleet under Magister Nephos, a foe our heroes only narrowly escaped upon contact today.
Ooh, baby, it's gonna be a wild ride.
So, I hope at least some of you will be interested in that, and yeah, look forward to seeing you for it.
Well, until then, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the long run of Merzenhammer, but this is it. This is the end. Goodbye. For now, at least. There's nothing in the slot. So, we'll see you tomorrow for 70. And to Merz, thank you so much for running. This was a hell of a good time.
I'm glad you all enjoyed it.